Hey guys, it's Dave, and in today's video it is time for me to do a review of HP's very special limited edition Star Wars themed laptop. This is the 15.6-inch HP Star Wars laptop, and it is obviously a desktop replacement. I'm not going to be holding this in one hand for a very long period of time as I would do an Ultrabook. The price of this machine is €654 from our friends at Harvey Norman. Link below in the description, or alternatively, if you're in Ireland, you can purchase it in one of their stores. About 550 British pounds, $700. I will include affiliate links where you can purchase it on Amazon if you're outside of Ireland, of course. So it's a beautiful laptop, Star Wars themed, as you can see. So we have Star Wars textures and custom designs on the outside of the clamshell, and indeed on all over the keyboard as well. We have this lovely weathered pattern look at the back. It's kind of rubberized actually a little bit. We have Mr. Darth Vader there. We have images of the Death Star. We have a Stormtrooper. We've got Star Wars writing and all that kind of stuff. We also have a backlight on the keyboard that is red, so it's somewhat reminiscent of the red lightsaber from Kylo Ren's lightsaber from the most recent Star Wars Force Awakens movie, and all manner of background desktop wallpaper that we can install. And I thought it was going to come with just an enormous amount of bloatware related to Star Wars and Star Wars apps and games and everything, and it doesn't actually. What it does come with is a few modifications to desktop icons in Windows 10. Obviously this runs Windows 10, and no, it is not a touchscreen. It comes with 4 links to some Star Wars content online, and this includes, you know, general information about Star Wars comic books, Star Wars stories and scripts and background information, and images, behind the scenes photos as well. And the only thing that is on the hard drive that is Star Wars related is it comes preloaded with all of the Star Wars trailers for all the movies, with the exception of Rogue One. But all the other Star Wars movies, all the trailers are here. The recycle bin icon has been changed to a Death Star, and it is an incompleted Death Star when the recycle bin is empty. And then when you put something in the Death Star recycle bin, it is a completed Death Star until you empty the recycle bin, which is a very cool thing. Considering the price, you're actually not paying a premium in terms of the fact that it is a Star Wars, Disney, Lucasfilm tie-in laptop. The specs are actually decent for this price point. My only gripe is it only has 6 gigs of RAM. I would have preferred 8. 8 is kind of the new standard now. But it has a Core i5 processor, 6th generation, at 2.4 gigahertz. We have an NVIDIA GeForce 940M with 2 gigabytes of video memory. It's a mobile GPU. You're not going to be playing all the latest and greatest Star Wars games at the highest possible resolution, but you're not going to be far off it. It performs very well. We've got a 1080p 15.6-inch IPS display here with excellent viewing angles. The colors don't wash out. It's not a cheap display. They didn't cut corners on that. The bezel is a little thick, but that's what you expect really from machines in this price point. Of course, it would have been nice if it had been narrower, because that would have meant the entire machine would have been scaled down in size a little bit more, and you still would have had a 15.6-inch display. Look, you get what you pay for. Colors look accurate. I did some gaming on this. Genuinely performs well. I will admit the machine doesn't get loud, but it does get hot, and that's kind of what I expected. There's a lot of vents at the back for fans, and obviously at the side a big huge one. So cooling tends to be an issue with HP laptops at this price point, quite honestly, and I've had experiences with machines that are in this market segment, and that is usually their Achilles heel, along with battery life. The battery life is not going to blow you away. It's about 3 hours, and if you're doing heavy duty work and heavy duty gaming, you can expect that to crash a lot quicker. But it is a desktop replacement PC. Okay, if you're doing general light web browsing and word processing and just, you know, light email work and all that kind of stuff, you know, you're going to get quite a lot out of this without being plugged in. But because it's a desktop replacement, it's designed to really be situated in one place for a long period of time. Use the HDMI port to power an external display. The display itself, as I said, is great 1080p. And so when you're gaming, you are going to be using this while it's plugged in. Star Wars limited edition laptop. Look at this, a movie tie-in laptop for Star Wars fans. They will no doubt go crazy at this if you're not a Star Wars. So as you can hear, pretty decent sound Speakers are very good. It's a pretty decent multimedia PC overall. Even the hard drive space is decent at 1TB, although by today's standards we do expect to have a hybridized drive, an SSD and a mechanical drive working in unison, and here we just have a bog standard 1TB mechanical drive. But anyway, we even have an SD card slot buried under here as well, so there's plenty of I/O. While of course this machine is going to be aimed at Star Wars fans, it's also going to be of interest to collectors because it is a limited edition laptop. So I can certainly see a lot of people buying this and keeping all the packaging, and the packaging is really lovely, by the way. It even includes some styrofoam inserts that are in fact TIE fighters. There may even be people who will buy this laptop just for investment purposes and never open it, leaving it in 100% mint condition and maybe selling it down the line in a few years. Because this is a Star Wars themed laptop, it is going to have a pretty decent resale value among Star Wars fans. So it'll probably hold its value better than a machine that is exactly the same in specifications but isn't Star Wars themed. It's nice that the display is not too reflective because it's a matte finish. I like that a lot, but the cooling situation could be a lot better. Seems to be a common issue on machines at this price point. Big massive fan pumping out a lot of hot air on the right hand side, and the battery life could be better. But if you can excuse those two things and accept it as a pretty decent spec, well performing, mid-range desktop replacement PC, then this could be a very good way to go for you. I just wish there was a 13.3-inch offering as well. I think that would sell very, very well indeed. And if there had been a slightly more powerful GPU option, but the 940M with 2 gigs of video memory, it's not a bad compromise. So that was my review of the HP Star Wars laptop. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. And if you have any experiences with this laptop, please comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.